Hello, boys and girls of the internet. My name is Beard and Marketing, and as always, this is a platform where we talk about all things marketing. And of course, I caused a big star on TikTok when I asked you guys to go check out the Safaricom ad. And yeah, we got overwhelming feedback on that. And yeah, thank you guys for taking that viral. I hope you take this viral as well. So let's talk about some of the things that I saw as opportunities in the new ad. I think number one for me would have been comparison is the thief of joy. I don't think it was a good play to put that na furahia part at the beginning of the song, because then what happened is that most people were benchmarking that song with the original ad, and you could have seen it in the comment section. That's why even in that video, one of the things I asked you guys to do is to go in with an open mind. It's because I knew that initial phase, that first part, the first seconds of that video, I mean, it's a grabber. You'll be there, you'll be like, hey, I want to really see what Safaricom is on to right now. But then I think it was just like one of those things. You're comparing a very classic thing to a very modern thing. It's like comparing a Concord Elegance to a Sunset GT. They both have different things. They serve different purposes. This one is for classics, for really classic cars. The other one is for modern cars, which have really good tech. They've been tuned and all that. They serve different purposes, right? So that would have been number one for me. Number two would have been, I think there was more room for co-creation with the target audience. One of the things that you realize about that video is that video was very expensive. Safaricom focused more on the product than the process, if you ask me. And for me, the process would have been more important. So look at what NRG did. NRG could have come and have decided, I think one of the two of the presenters that come to mind in that NRG thing that they did is Boina and Capinto, who I think are very incredible content creators. NRG would have gone to Boina and Capinto and said, Capinto, we want you guys to become the new NRG presenters. But they did not do that. And I feel like very many people are not asking themselves, why didn't NRG do that? One of the reasons NRG did not do that is because they wanted to cause a star online. You get what I'm saying? How many times do you, I never go a day without seeing some NRG content on my feed. And that's a success to them. That's a really good marketing ploy. You understand what I'm saying? They went into the TikTok community and they were like, hey, we're looking for a TikToker who can come in and actually, become a presenter at NRG. And people started putting in their submissions, right? It was submissions left, right, center. People for the longest time were talking about becoming NRG presenters, right? After that, they went into this place where they did a judging round. After the judging round, they selected the presenters. And after the selection of the presenters, one of the things that you could realize is that the audience also had their own opinions. They're like, no, we do not agree with these judges on this point. We feel like this person was much better deserved. We feel like this person shouldn't have been a presenter. And you guys don't realize this, but that is actually all part of their marketing scheme and marketing ploy. You've given them relevance. I feel like there was a huge opportunity with this to give yourself relevance, especially on a platform like TikTok. I'm assuming the budget for this whole campaign was probably like 100 million. You can imagine what you can do with 100 million on TikTok, on Instagram, trying to create talkability, trying to ensure that you're getting a lot of user-generated content. I feel like that was an opportunity that wasn't explored, and it was a bit unfortunate. And then, for me, the last bit was one of the things that, and this was actually even mentioned in the comment section from that previous video, was that there was very little brand identifiers in the song. So if you look at the original song, which was Niko na uwezo, the whole thing was Niko na Safaricom. So they were able, through a song, to get us to always think, when you hear Niko na, every time you hear Niko na, you know it's Safaricom. I don't know if they owned that as a copyright, but it was almost, in marketing we call it unbranded. It's called what? Unique brand identifiers, I think, UBI. Unique brand identifiers. Things that if someone says it's not part of your name, but people will always link it to that. We will always link it to you. So Nikona was always linked to Safaricom. If I tell you right now, the bank that tells you go for it, you'll think of NCBA. I don't know. Those are some of the few examples that come top of mind. So I feel like there was no brand identifier in the video, in the music. Sorry, not in the video. I think there are very strong cues of the brand, but then in the audio there were no brand identifiers. So that was very interesting for me. So if somebody plays that music on radio without having watched the video, they would never have known that that was a Safaricom music ad. Maybe that was purposeful, but then me as a brandy, I would never allow to invest money and not let my brand shine through in the most aggressive of ways, right? So yeah, I think those were the three biggest opportunities that I would say on my side. But I think this is a really good step in marketing. This is a very good step in advertising, going back to our roots, going back to music, us using music as a passion point to tap into, to market to consumers is a beautiful story. And yeah, good job, Safaricom. I think I'm going to end this one here. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Beard and Marketing. If you like this kind of videos, tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's continue growing our marketing community.